I now turn you over to President and Chief Executive Officer, John Eric Francia.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Fellow shareholders, my colleagues on the board and management, good morning to all of you. 2023 saw some reprieve from the global energy crisis, with fuel prices coming off from historic highs. With that said, energy demand continues to grow, and the imperative to transition from fossil fuels to clean energy remains intact. The company continues to execute on its renewables expansion across our key markets in the Philippines, Australia, Vietnam, India, Indonesia, Laos, and the US. ACEN currently has around 4.7 gigawatts of renewables capacity in operations and under construction. And in addition, the company has signed agreements or won competitive tenders worth over 1 gigawatts of capacity. This effectively surpasses the company's goal of reaching 5 gigawatts of renewables by 2025, or almost 2 years ahead of schedule. Attributable output from ACEN's renewable energy plants increased 32% in 2023 to 4,474 gigawatt hours. As a result, our attributable EBITDA for the year grew 31% to 18.8 billion pesos. Reported net income for the year stood at 7.4 billion pesos. This represented a decline versus 2022 reported net income of 13 billion pesos, which included around 8.6 billion pesos in net non-cash items. Taking out all non-cash items, ACEN's profitability increased 150% year over year, driven by nearly threefold increase in core operating earnings. The Philippines continues to be our core market, accounting for about 40% of our generation portfolio. Our Philippine renewables output increased 35% to 1,145 gigawatt hours, with the commissioning of new solar and wind farms. Our retail electricity business, ACEN RES, also grew by 54% to 218 megawatts. The significant increase in capacity resulted in a net seller position for the Philippine business amidst elevated electricity prices. This resulted in a robust financial performance. Overseas, Australia is our largest market, comprising around 20% of our generation portfolio capacity, and we successfully commenced operations of our first project in Australia, the 521 megawatt New England solar farm, one of the largest solar farms in Australia. Construction progress is also underway for the 520 megawatt Stabo solar farm, which is around halfway to completion. Our large construction projects in the Philippines, Australia, and India faced execution challenges, mostly related to grid connectivity, extreme weather conditions, and right-of-way issues. However, many of these plants successfully commenced full operations by the end of 2023, and in fact, 6 new projects worth 1.6 gigawatts have recently started operations and are expected to deliver close to full-year output in 2024. Today, ACEN has over 3.3 gigawatts of capacity in operations and under commissioning, and about 1.5 gigawatts of capacity under construction. We expect to continue our rapid expansion through 2024 as we work towards our aspiration to reach 20 gigawatts of renewables capacity by 2030. To support the strong growth trajectory, the company successfully raised 25 billion pesos of perpetual preferred shares in 2023. This included a fixed-for-life coupon with no step-up, the first of its kind in the country, and this additional equity further strengthens our balance sheet and allows us to leverage the growth momentum. Meanwhile, ACEN continues to play a leading role in the energy transition in the region. In addition to scaling up renewables, the company is also pioneering efforts in early coal retirement. At COP28 in Dubai last December, ACEN, together with the Rockefeller Foundation's Coal to Clean Credit Initiative, or 3CI, and the Monetary Authority of Singapore, or MAS, announced an exciting collaboration to implement the world's first Coal to Clean Credit pilot project. This initiative will help road test the new methodology being developed by 3CI and hopefully jumpstart the market for transition credits. Transition credits are high-integrity carbon credits that are granted to projects that enable the early retirement of coal plants and their replacement with clean energy while ensuring a just transition. This initiative complements ACEN's Energy Transition Mechanism, or ETM, for the 246-megawatt SLTech coal plant, which targets a retirement date of 2040 or after 25 years of plant operations. The Transition Credit Initiative will potentially accelerate the transition of coal to cleaner technology by 10 years or as early as 2030. If successful, this can be scaled up and replicated by other coal-fired power plants, not only in the Philippines, but across the globe. Before I end my report, I would like to acknowledge some key transitions in the board. I would like to thank our chairman, Mr. Delfin Lazaro, and our director, Mr. Rene Almendras, both of whom were former energy secretaries of the Republic. The company was very fortunate to benefit from their wisdom and support. As leaders who understand the critical importance of energy security, both Del and Rene have been strong advocates of ACEN's renewables expansion in the Philippines, including our investments in large-scale infrastructure to enable giga-scale renewable projects that move the needle for the company and the country. Del and Rene have also consistently provided guidance on balancing growth with strong risk management and a robust balance sheet. On behalf of all my colleagues, we thank Del and Rene for having consistently championed and guided ACEN throughout the years. We also welcome the opportunity to work with our incoming directors, Mr. Gerardo Ablaza and Mr. Jaime Urquijo. Both Jerry and Jaime are no strangers to the company, having previously been with ACEN board and management, respectively. I would also like to thank Attorney Mon Hermosura for his exceptional contributions as corporate secretary, and very much welcome his successor, Attorney Franchette Acosta. In closing, I thank our board of directors for its guidance, our management team, and all our employees for their engagement and rigor, and our business partners, shareholders, and our many stakeholders for their continued trust and support. At this point, I'm delighted to present a special video that underpins our journey towards effectively surpassing our 5-gigawatt renewables target. Thank you so much.